Hello YouTube, GSJ, and I'm back on the VFR. I have not ridden this bike for over a month for sure, maybe 2 months. So quite a long time for me. I'm just taking it for a quick spin, which is normal for me. I love this bike. It's really quick. It's got enough power for me for a lifetime. When you ain't got nowhere to go and nowhere to be necessarily, I just go wherever I feel like going, nowhere particular. There's a few ground rules in my mind. Got to make sure I get back at a certain time. Kind of limits it a little bit, but that's basically the only rule. I am taking it a little bit easy. I've ridden this bike in a while, so let's get the feeling back. Third gear is usually pretty good for general all-around use for this bike. The one thing this bike is kind of twitchy. Kind of twitchy. But I still love this bike. It is like basically my first kind of real sports bike. It is a sports touring when Honda made it. That's how they classified it. Surprisingly to me, anyways. They don't make it anymore, and it didn't sell very well. It seemed like a very beautiful bike. I don't know exactly, why, but no one liked it in general. I like it. I think it's a pretty cool bike. The VFR loyalists seem to prefer the 800. Just no evidence other than just the fact that they stopped making this one, the 1200, and they continue to make the VFR 800. So I'm not sure if they stopped making the VFR 800 at any point, and then they started back up again. To be honest with you, I think this at least was in production for at least 3 years. At least 3 years, I'm pretty sure of that. And then they made it's like a revamped VFR 800 in 2014, I believe. And that's what I think was what happened. So when this was in production, I think the VFR 800, someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that. I apologize. I think the VFR 800 was not in production during the years that this was in production, at least in the United States. So from 2010 to 2013 for sure, they were making this 1200 model. Then they came out with, in 2014, the VFR 800 again. So, for me, type of riding I do, I would look for a ZX14. This is in no particular order. The ZX14, probably the FJR and Concours is 2 and 3. No Honda ST, nah. Let's see. And you know what? Not a strong possibility, but maybe the new Ninja H2 SX, the supercharged sport touring bike, chain driven and all that good stuff. Never owned a chain-driven bike, believe it or not. Owned a shaft-driven bike. See, I could just go back a little bit, and I can push back on my arms against the handlebars just a little bit more, it makes a big difference. So that's, yeah, I guess that's another thing, the handlebar riser. I know they make them for this bike, so just a little bit more. And it would be nice if I can have handlebars that go above the tank. Yes, that's where I like it. So when I turn the freaking handlebars to full lock in either direction, my wrists and my forearm does not hit the gas tank. Once again, I'm trying to make it handle just a little bit better. That would be nice. Perhaps make it happen. But I think I'm like a lot of you guys who ride. Maybe some of you watch me. That'd be great that you did. Stuff like that. It's cool. That is my advice. That is my advice. A great handling bike. You're going to have enough power. If you want power, you can get it. You know, like a new exhaust. It's a typical air filter. A better exhaust, an air filter. Maybe a power commander or the ECU flash, which that's another thing as far as performance I want to do with this thing is the ECU flash. So, and then maybe do a power commander if that makes sense. Maybe you can't do that. I don't know, but. Mostly, you know, I'm not going to be going, I don't see myself going like 170 or whatever, but on this bike, which I'm sure, based on some of the videos I've seen on YouTube, these guys over there in Europe especially, man, they take this particular bike and they go about 170 on it. That's fast for me. Even some of them are even faster once they get that ECU flash, going up to speeds of, from what I've seen, about 284 kilometers an hour, which is about 176. That's plenty fast for me. I know these leader bikes, again, that they go 186 and probably faster once they get their ECU flash or whatever, how that works. But these are, I've seen guys go that fast. It's pretty entertaining. Definitely pretty entertaining to see them go that fast. I just want to come home in one piece and all that, you know. A lot can go wrong. But it does get views. It does get views to go that fast. And, you know, I don't, and by the way, I don't put down anybody that does that, really. It's just, I think it's a little high risk for me. You know, maybe it's worth it to them. Okay, it's worth it to them. But I really wish that no one else would get hurt. At the very least, no one else would get hurt. I wouldn't promote it. I wouldn't promote it. Life's too short, man. Life's too short. But, however, still wanting the performance, still wanting that ability to just crank the throttle and just go. And just go at any given moment while you're riding. You know, super bikes and the sport touring bikes, they can do it. The sport touring bikes can do it. Okay, the Concours, I did a ride on the Concours before. It's very fast, very fast. I want to try the BMW models. I haven't tried them yet, but the FJR, which I have the Generation 1 bike, fast enough. And I try to demonstrate that on some of the videos I put out there. Just acceleration, you know, short acceleration stuff, not the super, you know, blazingly fast burn up the road, maximum speed, push your bike to the limit philosophy. If you're of that philosophy, you know, God bless you, be safe, and keep others safe, number one. Keep others safe. Keep others safe. That's what I wish. To keep others safe, and, you know, I guess that's all you can really ask for. So I apologize if I got no specific subject to talk about. Sometimes, honestly, you know, I just want to put the camera away at times, but to be really honest about it, and just relax and not care about all that. But I want to demonstrate you can do that. And if you have a GoPro and you motor vlog, I don't got tons of experience about doing it. It's almost a year doing this. And you can't just get out here and ride. That's it. Just ride. Don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose that. You don't want to make it become unbearable, like a chore, or it feels like you know, labor or work or something, which saps all the fun out of it. On occasion, I take one of my bikes to work on occasion. Because, like I said, I ain't making a dime. Not a single penny. No Google AdSense. None of that advertiser crap. No freaking Patreon. None of that other stuff. Some of these other guys, you know, they may try to make it a living. I haven't took a dime, don't have a dime, didn't make any money. Just like a normal guy here. Just work. That's it. I go to work. I go actually to work. I'm one of those guys. It's seemingly more rare and get more rare and more rare in this country. Guys just go to work, save up, do the best they can, and support their family. That's it. Nothing special, I guess. But my family's special to me. Uh-oh. I just work. Just a freaking blue-collar guy that works. And all that stuff, that's all there's freaking to it. Pardon the French. If you stayed with me this far, I thank you. I do. Well, I just got some gas, and this is about to conclude here. This is GSJ. It's what I call myself on YouTube. And I thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That'd be great. It's very encouraging. It motivates. Keeps me going doing this sort of thing. And I thank you. This is GSJ, and I shall return, God willing. To everybody else out there, ride safe and ride on. Like and subscribe.